I never knew I could do so much using Chrome extensions until I started building them. This week, I tried integrating LLM agentic capabilities into an extension. So this is called Stock Alert Agent. As the name suggests, it can keep a track of all the stocks, but you might be wondering what's the big deal about it. What makes this different from the conventional ones is its ability to take in natural language to calculate the thresholds based on its current price. So I'll take an example in this case. Let's say I want to do this. I want to add Apple to the watch list. Yeah. So as you can see, it was able to simply fetch when I said Apple, it was able to go figure out that Apple sticker is AAPL, and then it was able to query Yahoo Finance, and it was also able to calculate the thresholds. Now, by default, when I say add Apple to the watch list, it'll also alert me if it crosses a 1% default threshold. But then you can specify any other threshold that you want. So the way it works in the backend is by leveraging LLM reasoning abilities. It is supplied with various tools. As you can see, um, it uses lookup stock symbol, and for Apple, it was able to find AAPL as the ticker, and using that, it is calling get stock price function, and it got the result of it. Using this, it calculates the threshold. So in this case, it's using 1% threshold, and it was able to get the lows and highs, and finally, it was able to add it to the watch list. That's the final tool it uses, and it displays it here. And you will have an option to update it, remove it, and so on. But then you can also try out a different approach. You can customize the threshold that you want. Maybe, for example, I want to add NVIDIA to my watch list. Yeah, let's try doing this. Okay, so it found the stock symbol and boom. Okay, so you have the threshold values. You can see it's the 5% threshold that you set for NVIDIA. It was able to fetch the ticker, and it was able to set the lows and highs. And it will be able to alert you whenever it crosses the threshold. You can choose to change the interval. So right now it's set to 30 minutes by default. You can set it to 5 minutes um, as you wish. Isn't it beautiful to see actually how an LLM, which is a black box model, is thinking and leveraging the tools that it has? So that is an additional beauty to this Chrome extension. You can clearly see what are the steps that the LLM is taking, and you can see how it is leveraging these tools and arriving at the final answer. So this is an added beauty. So it is no longer, a black box. So you wouldn't know what's happening in the backend. But in this case, you can get to see everything end to end. So yeah, if this is something that you found interesting, you can clone it from my repo, and all you need is just a Gemini key. If you do not know how to get a Gemini API key, I'll provide the steps in the description. Give it a shot